The Psychology of Power: How Influence Shapes Public Thinking. Copyright safe, rewritten. Script similar length, no timestamps. Power doesn't always rely on force. In many cases, influence is far more effective than intimidation. Throughout history, successful leaders have understood that shaping beliefs can be just as powerful as giving orders. The surprising part is that people often don't notice these psychological influences while they're happening. In this video, we'll explore 3 well-known psychological strategies that can influence large groups of people, along with one bonus concept that helps explain why certain messages spread so quickly. These ideas are based on psychology and communication research, not conspiracy theories. The first concept is creating division. One of the easiest ways to influence a population is to encourage people to focus on differences instead of common goals. Groups may become divided by politics, income, culture, or identity. When attention stays fixed on conflicts between groups, people may spend less time questioning larger systems or decisions. Psychologists describe this through in-group and out-group bias. People naturally feel more trust toward those they see as part of their own group, and may become more skeptical of outsiders. Skilled communicators can take advantage of this tendency by emphasizing us versus them thinking. The more energy people invest in conflict with each other, the less attention they may give to broader issues. The second concept is information overload. Influence doesn't always come through silence. Sometimes it comes through constant noise. A steady stream of breaking news, controversies, debates, and emotional stories can leave people mentally exhausted. Psychology refers to this as cognitive overload or decision fatigue. When the brain becomes overwhelmed with information, people often simplify decisions, stop checking details, or rely on quick judgments. In that state, careful thinking becomes more difficult, making it easier for persuasive messages to shape opinions. The third concept is focusing attention on a threat. During uncertain times, people naturally look for safety and leadership. Communication experts have found that emphasizing a danger, whether external or internal, can increase public attention and strengthen support for leaders who present themselves as protectors. This connects with ideas from terror management theory, which suggests that reminders of danger can influence how people respond to authority and security. Fear doesn't always lead to better decisions. Sometimes it encourages faster emotional reactions instead. Now, for the bonus concept. Framing. The way information is presented often matters as much as the information itself. The same event can create very different reactions depending on the words, images, statistics, or examples used to describe it. This is known as the framing effect. A statistic without context, a carefully selected photograph, or a specific headline can guide how people interpret a situation before they examine the full picture. That's why critical thinking requires looking beyond the first impression and considering multiple sources and perspectives. The strongest influence isn't always physical, it's psychological. When ideas shape how people interpret the world, those beliefs can affect decisions, conversations, and even behavior. That's why understanding these psychological patterns is valuable. Recognizing them doesn't mean assuming every message is manipulation. It means asking thoughtful questions, checking reliable information, and staying aware of how communication influences perception. If you found this video useful, share it with someone who enjoys learning about psychology and human behavior. Subscribe for more psychology-based content, and always remember to think critically before accepting any message at face value.